let's get that going. All right, guys. Apologies if some of this doesn't work, guys. I am testing multi-stream for the very first time, so hopefully this works. Rycor, welcome. I think you're new. I'm using a new program to see. I don't recognize your name, but if you are new, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I also saw Max Art Max. That looks like it's from YouTube, so that's awesome. Just FYI, guys, if I type anything, it should go into both chats. I assume you guys can all see me. I'm hoping. I don't know. I should be on YouTube as well. I go to the YouTube channel. It looks like I'm there, so that's cool. I don't need all the chats open. I just want to make sure it's working. So it seems to be working, which is really cool. So if you guys don't know, you can now multi-stream on Twitch. I don't know what I'm doing. But today we're going to be doing some building. We're going to do a build that I actually finally gave it some thought, and I was like, I want to do this Halloween contest. If you guys don't know, there's a Halloween contest for Terraria. They do it, I think, every year. It's usually through the Discord server or whatever. You can do a couple different things. You can actually carve a pumpkin, like in real life. You can do a costume, you can do artwork. You can also do builds or vanity sets. Obviously, we're going to be going with a build, because that's what we do here. So, yeah. Yeah, so Rycor, basically multi-stream is like, you can stream at the same time on multiple platforms. A lot of people did it. There was like a pay-to-use service. There's a way now to do it free through some RTMP connections, which is basically just, it's a way to like multi-stream for free anyways. It's a bit weird to set up. I got it set up yesterday, finally, and I think I tested it, it seemed to be working, so it should work. So, my mic sucks. Oh, hold on. How about now? Is that better? Does that sound better? That should sound a lot better, right? Yeah? Okay. Sorry guys, I think the multi-stream fucked up my thing. It was going to a different microphone. There you go. Apologies. This is the actual mic we should be using, not the camera mic, which doesn't even have really a microphone. Apologies. Good fix, good catch, thank you. Hopefully that doesn't keep happening, because I can't see which one's getting which feed, so we're gonna test everything. Anyways, so guys, we're gonna be doing some building today. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it turns out good. I have a concept, so I'm hoping that it is good. Now I think I'm gonna make a new area or world, I guess, for this build, because I feel like it should be appropriate. I don't think I even have space in the world that I currently have to even put this thing in. Unless I make its own thing in the sky, I guess. That's an option too. Yeah, guys, if you can check if it's on YouTube. I checked, I saw it. The problem is, like, I don't know if I'm just seeing it because it's on my own personal thing. I assume it's publicly open. People should be able to see it. I could be wrong. That's okay. But the reason for the multi-stream, guys, the reason I'm really excited about it is I have actually a lot more subscribers or followers or whatever on YouTube, and I never get the opportunity to stream there because I was like, I don't like the platform for streaming, unfortunately, for YouTube. I hope it gets better one day. Twitch is just a lot easier and searchable, and I've streamed longer on it technically, so you know, whatever. Anyways, but yes, that's where we're at. But Rycor, welcome to the channel, man. If you haven't been here before, I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know if you're coming from the Discord, if you're coming from the YouTube channel, whatever. We are here. We stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, I try to stream every Tuesday and Thursday after work, and it's good to have more people. So Discord, oh, awesome. Well, welcome. Glad you could make it, man. If you like building, please go check out the YouTube channel. We always appreciate more people. We're very close. We're closing in on 10,000 subscribers, guys. When we hit that, I'm going to try to release a world to make a map available for download for everyone, just to celebrate, make it fun. I know a lot of people, I've had a lot of discussions with people about how I would, it's a bit weird. So with all the builds, right? One of the things I've always debated was like, I like to share them with people. However, financially, it would make more sense to be like, hey, you guys can download worlds if you're like a Patreon or something. I have a Patreon. I don't do anything with it really. I think that might be something kind of cool to do, to release builds to the Patreon. It's just an extra thing to do. It's pretty time consuming. I'd also have to make individual builds and individual worlds and downloads available, which then becomes a little bit more annoying, I guess. And I like doing these big worlds, like that people can access, I guess. So I don't know. I got to think about it. But anyways. So, Cherry, the contest is, so if you're in the Terraria Discord, I think they do it every year. I've never participated. Basically, you can submit, like, I think I said it was a pumpkin carving, a costume you wear, like in real life, some art that you make, or you can do a build in game, or you can do a vanity set in game. And I was like, oh, well, like, I'll obviously do a build. So that's what I'm going to do. And there's different categories, and each winner can get, like, you can get, like, some money in merch for Terraria, which, whatever. You can also get, like, some money towards like Steam or something else. So I don't care. I don't expect to win. I don't really care. I want to do it. It gives me some content to make. I think it's fun. Hopefully other people get inspired to actually do that as well. So we'll see. Hey, Fitzer, what's going on, man? Long time, yeah. Just FYI, Fitzer, guys, if you hear me talking to someone and that you don't see in the Twitch chat, it's because they're in the YouTube chat. I'm pretty sure you guys won't see. Now, I don't think we're going to get anyone from YouTube because I never stream on YouTube. Maybe someone will find me. I think we had one person, the Max guy. I think looks like he's Russian. I'm not really sure. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Hopefully people find us. I will be multi-streaming, I think, from here on out regardless, because two things happen. One, the VOD that I create on YouTube stays on there, which is really cool. And then, of course, people might find that later. So it's a little more interactive that way. And the other thing is, of course, I just, you know, people can find me on both channels. Although the YouTube finding search function sucks. I don't even know how to use it. So anyways, Twitch is definitely better for this. Am I splitting 50? No, you get nothing. You get 0. Actually, in fact, if I win, you owe me 50% of my winnings. Just for partaking at the same time. Fitzer, how you doing, though? Yeah, listen, that's the way we do things, all right? So, okay, here's the question, guys. Do I build this Halloween thing in a separate world, or do I build it in my, try to find a place to build it in my other, I think I'm gonna do it in a new world because I don't have to do as much work, I guess. I don't have to make like an area. I think new world, right? Hey, Vinny, what's going on, man? Fitzer, I'm doing good, man. I mean, I just finished work. Work has been insanely busy. Our car broke. Like, our car is like, our car is not highway safe, basically. Well, I mean, not actually, but like, we have to replace something in it to the point where it's way too expensive, and we're like, this is pointless. And so we had to buy a new one, which is a whole process. And cars are insanely expensive, which sucks. No, we don't have a choice. We also bought a house, as you guys can tell. We're in a new place. We've been here for a while now, but you know, there's a lot of change, and work has been really busy, and I'm still trying to create content for the YouTube channel. I think people really liked, by the way, if you guys didn't see, I think people did like the only builds thing we're doing, which was really fun. So, you know, I think people seem to have enjoyed it so far. I think I'll keep doing them. So if you guys have worlds that you guys are building or working on, please submit them. Rykor, if you're new to building or whatever, or if you like building, please submit them. We're doing world tours and reviews and reactions to other people's things. It's really fun. It highlights other people in the community, obviously, which is great. And as always, you get a chance to see cool stuff. So, you know. Now, if you want to help, you know, if I got paid 50%, you think it would? I don't think so. Fitzer, I'm still working at the same place I've been working for the last few years. I work in sales, so it can be up and down. Unfortunately, the economy is bad, so it's more down than up. But I did turn 65 last month. That's true. That's true. I'm on a pension. Vinny, I'm glad you liked the only builds. I thought it was fun. It turned out better than I thought. It did take me a long time to edit, unfortunately, but it is what it is, right? So can't build. Yeah, but who cares, man? You do whatever. Let me do. Sorry. Let me get you guys in game. Let's do. Oh, hold on. We need a small world. We're gonna do corruption. We're gonna do a corrupted area for this build. So, Halloween contest 2020. Actually, I don't need to put Terraria. Let's do Halloween contest 2023. And you know what? I'm gonna put my little stupid face down here so you guys can see me, because we're not doing a world tour. When I do the world tour, I remove myself from the corner because I think it's stupid, but you know, whatever. There we go. And then I don't care about the seed, and we definitely want journey mode. Or do we want expert master mode? No. Let's do journey mode. Doesn't matter the seed, small world, that's all we want. And we're good. All right. The thing is, so Fitzer, if you only build big squares, it's fine. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. It's all good. Sure. Well, I have an editor, but so I have an editor for my cooking channel. I tried to find an editor for my Terraria one, but it's really tricky. And so what I did instead was I didn't really find an editor necessarily. I just wanted someone who cuts down my Twitch videos that I get them to trim them down to just speed builds. And then I do the rest of the stuff myself. So I don't have a full editor for that, unfortunately. I just don't have the money to pay someone full. So I tell them, like, listen, I can pay X. If you can do it, great. If you can't, no worries, right? Like, And I haven't done a cooking video in a while, so that's part of it, but, you know, whatever. I don't know if I could be a good builder in Minecraft, to be honest. I just don't know the blocks, so. We are making a pump. Well, we're not making. Okay, I will tell you what we're making today. Okay, what I'm making. I made a little drawing. I never draw. I'm basically making like a pumpkin on mechanical spider legs. That's what I'm making, and it's gonna be glorious. All right, and I want to build it here so we actually have the this guy running around. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. Oh yeah, OJ, I said, I didn't see that, sorry, yeah, I do know what I'm building. It's gonna be a big pumpkin, just the head of it, and it's gonna be big, like, mechanical spider legs, so it looks spooky. I gotta make a bunch of spooky trees and all that stuff, but we'll get to that. So let's do, let's get some dirt, because we're gonna need that. Luckily, I don't have to clear too much. I'm gonna... That's garbage. Now, the only thing that's gonna be a bit tricky in this design is I don't know exactly how I'm gonna make the actual, like, legs. So I gotta... Let's clear this out for now. I can always plant these back. I don't want these. These don't belong here. This is gonna be a spooky area. We'll keep a few trees after, but, like, this will be relatively large, I think. And then the background work and the other stuff is gonna be a little bit tricky. I'm hoping I can finish this in time. Alright, so what I need is the contaminator. Oh, and also I gotta check, I gotta remember, and when you get in a new world, you always gotta freeze all this stuff. Make sure it's, yeah, it's disabled, right? Okay, sorry. I'm not too active on Terraria, but Fitzer, it doesn't matter. Like, listen, you play the games you like. Like, I stream this right now. I'm totally good with streaming something else from time to time, right? Like, it's okay. Like, at the end of the day, like, especially when you have limited time, like, play the things you like, you know, stream the things you stream, like, enjoy what you're doing. Because the whole point is, like, if you feel beholden to something that you're not even enjoying, like, what the hell's the point, right? Like, if I get bored of Terraria, I'll just say, you know what, I'm not in the mood to build today. Good to go. You know, I play something else. I've been playing Noida, which I'm terrible at, but it's fun. It's just a different game. It's not my favorite necessarily, but it's a good shot. Show the drawing. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. You guys see that? Does that make sense? Hopefully you guys can see that. It's a little, like, spidery-legged pumpkin guy. Anyways, that's what I'm building. You'll see as it comes together. It's too bright? Well, get over it. You'll be fine. I mean, there's a light right there, so it's probably too bright. Okay. Don't worry about it, all right? It's fine. No, you should make the hill for... What? Like... I don't know what that is. Put a roller coaster... No, it's supposed to be, like, spooky. No, what? Okay, whatever. Anyways, let me get started here because I gotta get moving on this. I'm never gonna finish it. So let's go with the now. Okay, do we go with the crimson, or I feel like I want to do purple? Yeah, I'm gonna do purple because I want to do the trees. Oh wait. Hold on. Get out of here, you. There we go. Yeah, get out of here. All right. Same over here. I hope no one likes getting involved with corruption. There we go, that's probably good enough. This is a big enough area to start. So, all I really need... Well, I obviously... Listen, I know we're gonna need pumpkin. Doi, right? Can't go wrong with pumpkin. Especially for this kind of build, obviously. But we're also going to need some mechanical elements that are going to be a little bit weird. So plating and that kind of thing are going to look pretty good, I think. I'm just not 100% sure how I'm going to put all these together. So I want platinum. I think I'm going to want this. I may want that. Palladium. I know the stuff I like to use for mechanical bits, but I don't know necessarily if this makes the most sense at all stages of this design. We'll find out. Did you know there were... You're a relative... I'm not Picasso. I suck at drawing, actually. The hill from the Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, no. I mean, yeah, you could do that, like, little curly hill thing. I could do that, I guess. I don't know if that's necessary. We'll see. For now, the biggest issue... And listen, I may not finish this build today. I want it to look pretty good, so it's going to take me a while to tweak it and make it look, I guess, the way it's supposed to. Whatever that means. But the hope is I can make it look just good enough to sort of stand out and be interesting. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, so we'll see. Again, there's gonna be a lot of mechanical bits with the combination of the actual pumpkin head part. The problem is I gotta make the pumpkin, and I suck at making shapes that are like faces and stuff, so it's gonna be pretty rough. I may have to get a reference picture, actually. I gotta think about that. We'll see. We'll see. Visiting lunar... Yeah, I'm gonna change the background, I think, too. Oh, 30 minutes. The problem is you can't really do a whole lot. Oh, and by the way, speaking of speed builds on thing. So guys, I have a question for you guys. So one thing I'm thinking about, so we have this only build series going on. Another thing I want to do is a like a building tournament. I'm gonna have to get people to register for like a date and time. But basically I want to do like, what I want to do is like get a map, section it off, and be like, everyone gets the same chest, like full of stuff. And I'm like, you have 2 hours to build something. Sometimes there'll be a theme, sometimes there won't, but like, I just want to like, I want to go through that and see like, hey, that's something of interest. Because I'd like to get like, ideally at least like 5 people, ideally probably 10 to be honest, but like a nice chunk. And then like, I'll be like going through the builds, watching people as they're building through the stream. And then I'll condense that video into like a video with like a final product and like declare a winner. And just have fun with it. Again, I know not everyone's into building. It's maybe not that easy. I don't think we usually even have like 10 people here, but I just think it'd like be something fun to do, and just like, even if we rotate people for different signups, maybe encourage people to show up. So I think it'd be fun. I don't know if everyone would have the time, because I might have to do it on a weekend at like, I probably have to plan it on a weekend where people usually have a bit more time and I can do it earlier in the day. I gotta think about it. Did Mr. B? No, I don't think he's gonna do that. You're gonna be the referee. I mean, the prize, I don't think there'd be a prize. I think the prize would just be like, you get highlighted on the YouTube channel, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't have, it's not like I have money to give away, all right? You know, I'm a little bit, not strapped at the moment, but I'm not like exactly floating around in excess cash. So we'd have to see. I don't know. Eventually, if it gets big enough, I'd like to do, actually, if it got popular enough, I mean, it'd be nice to do some prize, maybe, right? That'd be kind of cool. Not sure what that would look like. I gotta think. So I need bone and bone wand if I want to do this correctly for the teeth, I think. I mean, the thing is, the main body is almost has to be like pumpkin. And I think I want to start with the head first. I'm not sure. Winners get VIP. Yeah, you get VIP until the next contest. Canadian dollars, yeah, like, yeah, so $70 Canadian is like $4. It's like, congrats. You get nothing. See, I don't know if I need to build, I think I actually need to build the one leg first, because that'll determine the height, because I'm worried if I make this too big, the legs may not, I guess I could always just take the ground out though. I just feel like the head will dictate the dimensions on the leg. I'm a little concerned. So the problem I know I'm going to run into is I can't make this circular, right? It's got some circular element to it, but it needs to kind of be a little misshapen. This is going to be really interesting. And also the bottom is going to be connected into like a metal plate of some sort. So I guess I kind of have an idea what I want to make. I'm just not sure on the execution part. Because this would be like riveted in, right? That's what I'm thinking anyways. That's unfortunate. Something like that, maybe? Well, we'll see. Again, this will be a little bit more circular later. I think in here, obviously, we can't have this, so we'll just kind of, we'll put one in the middle or something. I don't love that either. But that's okay. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Making a pumpkin too. Attaboy. Make a pumpkin. $5 and a cockroach. Yeah, it looks high right now, but like, these legs need to be very long and gangly, in my opinion, so they feel more spider-like. So that's what I'm going for. Again, I don't know the exact sizing I'm going to go for. This might get a bit bigger. And this is gonna be, yeah, this actually have to be a, well, no, this might be okay. We can go like that. The hard part's gonna just be getting the shape. Because, like, when I look at this, I think, like... Okay, well, not like that. I think something like... But the problem is the pumpkin head, if it's half in here, it's gotta be pretty tall. Right? So it's like, does it have the perfect, like, shape, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. And the other thing I could do is make, like, a back half of it, like, mechanical, which would be kind of neat, too. But the idea is something like this, right? And I don't know if this needs to be a lot more elongated here. It might have to be. But this is why I hate making circles in general. I always find a way to screw it up. Yeah, the legs will be kind of slimmer. Hey, Drilly, what's going on? Drilly, if you're wondering, I'm multi-streaming right now, so I don't typically stream on YouTube. I will be streaming more regularly, so welcome from YouTube. We are building a big spider pumpkin thing for the Halloween contest that Terraria, the Discord had, I saw. So I was like, you know what? I've never entered a contest. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know if we're gonna win. You know, although this is looking like a winner right now. I know you guys don't see it, but this is a winner. This is a winner. This looks like crap, actually, but we're gonna keep working on it. So yeah, that's what we're making. Probably like Baba Yagas? What is that? Baba Yagas. Oh, what is that? I feel like I know that. Yeah, I know. So, well, the thing is, people who, like, I probably have, like, one viewer on YouTube, and they're like, who are you talking to? So, guys, if you're unaware, I am multi-streaming, meaning I am both talking to people on Twitch and to people on, well, YouTube, for now. Should I just use a template for this, like, before I make this much worse? I feel like that might be a wise choice. Yeah. Because, like, when I think of a pumpkin, I want to be a little disfigured as well, but, like, my thinking was, so say you do this, right, and then you have, like, a big old mouth in here, right, because it's going to be from the side view. So part of this is, like, I don't know if I want to make, like, a nose and, like, just, there's so many things I suck at with this stuff. Right? So you got something kind of like this. And then it's like, I don't know, like, this is just me, like, messing around right now, but... Right? And then there'll be an eyeball thing up here somewhere. The thing is, it's like, because this has to be solid. And so the problem is, like, I know this stuff doesn't connect, like, it's not blending, but I think if I fill this, I'll get a better idea for the shape. The shape, again, I don't necessarily need the shape to be perfect either, but I think I need to lengthen this a bit, because it doesn't feel pumpkin-like at the moment. And another way I could do it is to make, instead of just doing pure pumpkin at the top, I could do something a little bit different. But you kind of get what I'm going for, right? And then the top would be, you know, I don't know, green or something up top. But it doesn't feel pumpkin-like is my issue. So this is the basic idea. Something like this. We aren't real. That's not true, Lovitz. Yeah, that's true. That is normal. So I think here the answer to this needs to be a little bit longer on the bottom. So that's a pretty easy fix. We can just do something like this. That's not too big a deal. And the other problem is, so, like, again, this is just me playing around. This is not like the final shape, but you can kind of see what I'm going for. I think if we get the pumpkin shape right, that'll help a little bit with that. Oh, who followed? Shoujo! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are multi-streaming for the very first time. Hopefully it doesn't suck for everyone. I hope it works. But holy crap, I can't make a pumpkin. So I think I'm gonna have to look at a picture of a pumpkin and see how that actually looks. Because this is too tall and rounded. It's not that it's a bad look right now, I think it needs to be a little bit wider at the base. So we can kind of work on this. I'll probably have to taper this down a little. But, I don't know. Alright, you can kind of see it, right? It's kind of working. I don't know, something like that? Oh, that's wrong. Because even if I match the exact sides, it's not really going to matter. It's still going to look kind of weird. And especially if I keep screwing it up. Anyways, why is it Baba Yaga is an old lady? Okay, why do I know that name? It's so weird. Green sludge? I mean, you could, or blood, but no, the mouth looked fine. The mouth is not the issue. The issue is the shape of the pumpkin right now. That's what I'm dealing with. Because, like, this is okay. Alright. Or is this too tall? Ooh, this might be one too high, actually. Oh, I think that's better. And then this goes like 1. Alright. I'm not very good at this. Yeah, that has to go. So as you can see, it gets a little bit weird. So that's not like the right shape, but it doesn't look right because the pumpkins usually are a little bit like more elongated here. So another way to do this would be to do like wall like this to give it more of a 3D look, right? And like I could extend this like this. I don't know if that's gonna look worse. I think it needs to be solid, but you kind of maybe get a bit better shape maybe this way. I'm not really sure. Oh, I can't reach the, wait. There we go. You know, I don't think it's gonna look bad regardless of what I do. I don't know if it's gonna look good. Like, again, this maybe lends itself to like a little bit more of the mouth being in here. I don't know, like I'm just trying to think how to do this where it still feels and looks like a pumpkin. I mean, the alternative is I just put a big tank gun here. Yeah, it's a pumpkin spider, Slarian. Yeah, exactly. Post it before, then post it. Yeah, you could go for it. I mean, the difference is I'm streaming what I'm building, so, you know, there won't be much copyright infringement, unfortunately. That's the only benefit of streaming, I guess. So we could do something like that. I think that kind of works. I'm not really sure on the shaping here. I think, like, it doesn't feel very pumpkin-like because a pumpkin's kind of like, yeah, it's rounded, but it's like longer this way, right? And then kind of more like that shape. But the problem is I'm kind of cutting it off here. What I could do is maybe do a layer of this and do a second one underneath. And that's like kind of squished in between. And then do another one. That gives that kind of width that we're looking for. Maybe. It's not quite the right shape, but I think if we, yeah, that's gonna be a bit awkward actually, because I can't have it just be, this is actually kind of interesting, because I don't want it to be like super, like that feels a little better, than that just feels too tall, but I need that height up there, right? This also has to get painted illuminate, so. I just realized this is a pumpkin. Yeah, I know. It looks bad. Don't worry. It'll look better at the end, I promise. Speakeasy, what's going on, man? You DM me something? I will check it out after. Wait, what's that, Dusty? What did you send? What did you send? What is this? Do I want to build something pumpkin-related in Terraria? I never build pumpkin stuff. Yeah, okay, that's exactly right. So, you see what I mean, though, Dusty? It's got like a weird, elongated shape thing. It's okay. But Shoujo, welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for popping in. Oh, man. You could do a ham. It kind of looks like a. Oh, fuck, it does look like a hamburger. God damn. My pumpkin looks like a goddamn hamburger. Okay, I know what we can do up here is going to be mahogany. So this is easy. This will be painted green. All right, and we'll kind of. I don't know, do something like this. That's easy, the stem, right? But, again, this is all just me kind of like messing around with this to see if it makes sense. I think I have to do a luminant paint on this. Although I do like how dark it is. I mean, we have to put a mouth in here. So the question is, with this, it's like, does this even make sense to have? And what would be another way to get those like more crisp lines on this? I think that's kind of where I like this separation, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Right? Because there's gonna be a mouth here, right? So like if I do this again and I say, I don't know, like there's gonna be an eyeball somewhere up here. Well, I guess I could just do this. You know, you're gonna have some kooky eyeball thing. That needs to look kind of evil. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the evilness in there. Maybe get a little piece of pumpkin. We could do like a mechanical face to this too, but I don't, like I said, I don't want another eyeball there. So I'm trying to figure out, I don't think I'm gonna keep this wall, is what I'm probably guessing. But, right? And then it's okay. It's okay. You know? Right, Cor. Did I see your message? If I had a nickel, yeah, I wrote it out. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Looks like a kebab. Oh my god. It does not. This does not look like a friggin' hamburger or kebab. Okay, it maybe looks like a hamburger, but not a kebab. It's a taco. Okay. Well, okay. Would you guys let me just do my art? All right. Let me do my art. This is art. It's a work in progress. Leave me alone. I'm trying to figure it out. You guys are being dicks. I hate multi-streaming. It sucks. So the problem I have is this is going to be, yeah, so this metal thing probably has to go for now. But it gives us a good idea, and I'll get that in later, I think. This also gives me some light to work with. I'm going to include this again after. I just think I need to get the shape of the pumpkin. So this isn't looking too bad from a shape perspective, but I'd like to include some metal. I just think maybe it's a mistake to do it so early in the build. And unfortunately, like I was thinking with the mouth originally, I was like, oh, I'm going to do a mouth that's just like pumpkin, right? So you would do, like literally, I could just do something like that kind of looks like teeth, right? Like if I just kind of keep doing that. But I think it looks stupid. Well, stupider anyways. So like I could do like this. And then, I don't know, right? So imagine those are the teeth for now. And I'll just do the same under here. Okay, I apparently missed that. Right, so just for now. But see, I'd rather do the mouth like open, bigger, and more like jaggedy, right? So like this is sort of the idea. And I think it works for the most part. Ah, hey Femboy, what's going on, man? Oh, this already looks quite good. Oh, thank you. So Femboy, here's the thing. The reason you're seeing the stream because you're on YouTube is I've never multi-streamed before. Today's the first day. I have done like 1 or 2 streams on YouTube just to test it out, but I stream on Twitch. So I'm on Twitch right now, but I finally figured out and got the multi-stream working. Also, Twitch only recently allowed you to multi-stream, but I'm multi-streaming, so I'm actually streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So there's more people in the Twitch chat if you want to join in there, but I will do my best to read all the stuff. Luckily, it tells me a little icon of where people are coming from, the Twitch icon versus YouTube icon. So Femboy, welcome. We are working on our contest submission. This looks like crap right now, but we're working on it. We're working on it. It's gonna get better, I think. And hopefully, I think I could make a cool like metallic brain plate here. That could look kind of interesting, right? Like a patch of it is like welded or something. You know, that could be kind of cool. But so this was like, you know, I think that something like this was originally like, oh, that'll look all right. But the reality is I want a much more jagged looking mouth here, I think. And I think to do that, I think the bone that we had worked pretty well. The only thing is the shape is like, I want it to be kind of like crooked and evil looking. So I'm not sure how we're gonna get that. Now it looks like a hamburger. God, it looks like a pumpkin. Get out of here. So what's going on, man? Hey, Minnie, what's going on, dude? How are you? It has been a while. 11 people on Twitch. That's pretty good for me. Listen, I'm not a big content creator or streamer or whatever. I stream twice a week if I'm lucky. I do Terraria building. No one cares, all right? So if you guys are here, I do appreciate it, all right? It's a messed up pumpkin. Hey, shut up. It's a sort of pumpkin, and that's what matters. All right? It's a sort of pumpkin, but it is a pumpkin, and that's what matters. So the thing is here is this is where I think this is where this gets a little tricky, because I got to make this I'm just worried this is a bit too small, I think. I might have to... Did I raise this up more? Again, the mouth isn't really the biggest concern. I think I can make it work. It's more of a proportion thing on the mouth. Than anything else. This obviously looks like crap, but we're gonna keep working on it. Because this would be... Because I don't want to open it, like, completely on an angle. It still has to look like teeth, somewhat. So this would still have to be, like, connected somehow, right? So, like, if I do something, as an example, if I do... Oh my god, my mouse is doing all kinds of weird stuff today. I don't know why. So I could do, like, this. Again, I know this is pretty tight right now, but I'm just gonna keep workshopping it till I get something I kinda like. It doesn't feel evil enough. It kinda looks like teeth, sort of. I want them to be very messed up. I don't want it to look all pretty and stuff. The only thing is, again, like, I have to fill this in, I think. I don't have a choice. I kind of want to do like a nose or something. But like my proportions get all messy if I do that, so. So the question is, do I open this up more? Probably, right? Because it feels pretty small. So let's try to make this... something like that. I don't know. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just our concept for now. I think I could make these teeth also a little bit more interesting, like if I make them not look like shit. That's an example. Hey, there he is. Ryan, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for the prime. 31 months. No one can beat that. You're the best. Mini Double, I'm glad you're doing well now. Don't mind me, I'm in class right now watching you in secret. Don't do that. Pay attention in class, man. Go to school. Alright? Go to school. Or pay attention in school, whatever. And when I look at close, it looks like an orange. Oh my god. Who invited Shoujo? Okay, who invited Shoujo? Also, Zena, welcome to the channel. I know you're new here. It's telling me you're new at least, so... Wait, what do you mean slime with the face? Make it wait, what? Make it 13. Wait. What do you mean make it 13? What does that even mean? I get confused very easily. If you've never been here, it happens a lot. I don't hate that. I think it just needs a little more work. That's not bad. I think we could even bring this back a little bit more so it looks a little more elongated and evil. I just think this is important to do here. And we'll work on the background here, but I think that's not bad. The eyeballs are weird. I don't really want to do much with a nose. I like the idea of like a brain plate, like he had like a surgical procedure or something as a pumpkin. I know that sounds weird, but hey. We could probably even do this a little bit longer on the underside maybe. I just don't know if that makes a ton of sense. What's wrong here? It's the shape is weird, right? The shape's a little weird. It's still not very pumpkin-like, I think, is the issue. And I think it's because it's not like elongated enough. So I think what I can do is I can make the backside a little bit bigger. And like maybe that'll help. And I'll have to move this, but I think there's just like it needs to feel more oblong, I guess. Like I know I'm overdoing it here, but I'm just looking at this like as a whole. Okay, well that's somehow worse, so there's that. Where's the undo button? Oh my god. This is why I'm not allowed to touch things? Jesus. Okay, that's a little bit... I think the other thing is we need to paint this, and this needs a little bit of work. It does, you know what it is? It doesn't have that scooping look. How do I get that? It's like I need like a different material or layer or something more rounded, maybe like almost like silly balloon. Because like if I do this, right? If I do silly balloon, take this for example. If I do like, what is wrong with my mouse right now? So if I do like this, right? Like this to me reads more pumpkin than the pumpkin does. Now the problem is the paint. But if I do like, I don't know, like that. What I want is that round, like that rounded shape. Oh crap! For me, is what makes the pumpkin feel like a pumpkin, right? Like, you know what I mean? The thing is that then you gotta like shorten it on the as you round it. I think this is what I need to do, right? This makes more sense. The problem is how do I keep? Oh, God, this is gonna be weird. You guys see what I'm saying, right? Like this, I'm not like completely making no sense. Right? Like that kind of, if I painted it orange, would look a little more pumpkin-like, right? Pumpkins can have surgery. Too long, don't go to school. That's true, don't go to school. It's not a good orange? Oh my God. Can I help build like a tiny... no. I am doing this for a contest. You're not allowed to have, well, I don't know actually if you're allowed to have help. I don't want help. I don't need it. This is perfect. You build a candle inside the head? You could do a jack-o'-lantern, yeah. Pumpkin got ass? I mean, you know, listen. Slight curve at the top. That's what I think. I think this needs to be incorporated. So what if I... Wait, does this attach? See, this is the issue. If the pumpkin had the rounded top like this, right? It'd be fine, but it frickin' doesn't, and it sucks. That's bugging me. Because I definitely feel like this should be made out of pumpkin. But not like that. So the question is, what color? I mean, I don't think this is gonna look good orange, though. Like, cause that doesn't really... Oh, no, that actually works pretty good. Right? That ain't shabby. That kind of gives us the sort of shape, right? So if I do something like this, this will look more curved. In theory. I know this is on a smaller scale, guys, but you gotta kind of see what I'm saying, right? Like it mostly works, right? The problem is, we do that, then when I put the mouth in, it's gonna look really stupid. Hey Max, what's going on, man? Welcome. Well, oh sorry. Hello from Voronezh. Is that Russia? I feel like that's Russia. Welcome. I'm in Canada. We're building a pumpkin. This works better, right, Slorin? I'm not crazy. I think this is the way to go. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna make the middle pieces also a little bit wider so it looks like it's extending out. And then I'm gonna redo this whole thing. This makes much more sense to me. It just looks more pumpkin-like. Because the problem with the actual pumpkin block is that it's a flat, square block. So you're never gonna get, like, the correct shape. So I think I'm gonna rework this. Again, this isn't hard to make. I'm just trying to... The bigger issue right now is the shape itself. So... And this is also kind of feeling a little on the low side anyways. But this is fine. This is good. You know what? Let's get the, unit. Containment unit. Okay. Why is my mouse is really not working today for some reason? I think this will mostly work. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
One sec, guys.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Getting asked questions about lights and such. Sorry. Let's keep... What? I was like, why am I not doing anything? Alright. There we go. So, we're gonna do this. So this works. It doesn't work great, but it does work. So, I mean, it's weird not to use pumpkin, but, I mean... I think if we just start from the center... Sorry, guys, I'm making a bit of a mess here. I also gotta check my height here, because I don't want to be too high up. I think I need to be just high enough where this feels like big. So if the center piece is a bit thicker... The only problem is I think it squares it up, though, doesn't it? Okay, no, it squares it up if you do, like, 4. Right? So that would work. So we could do, like, a couple pieces like this. It's also smoother. I don't know why I didn't think to use this earlier. And that'll give it, like, I think the shape. Now, the question is, do I do, like, 2 pieces that are, like, this big? Do we do 3? Wait, what if this one's... That could work. We'll see. I can always trim these down, so I'm not too worried about this. But this really, I think this looks already, just that shape that you get from the curve looks a heck of a lot better in my opinion. The only thing that's gonna be a bit odd is the top is gonna have to be... How am I gonna do the top section so it doesn't look disconnected? I'm not 100% sure on that one at the moment, but... We'll get to that later. I think. Yeah, this is gonna look substantially better, I think. Now, the only challenge, though, is both the height and the size of these. Because the pumpkin, if it gets too wide, it won't look like a pumpkin, but if it's too narrow, I won't be able to build the face on this. Man. Xenon, I've been playing Terraria for, oh god, I've got like 2.7k hours on it, so enough. But I've only been building for probably around like half of that, maybe a bit, well, probably more at this point, but like most of my time was just spent like playing the game. So I'm not like, you know, the end-all be-all of building. But I do enjoy building quite a lot, so, you know, it's kind of my jam. 2.3k? You only have 47? That's okay, Shoujo. Like, guys, if you haven't been to the... Someone... Do I have a mod here? Someone hit exclamation YouTube for me. Guys, go check out the YouTube channel. There's tons of stuff there if you want to get some ideas for building, if you want tutorials. We're doing our only build series. We're going to be doing a building tournament, hopefully, in the not-so-far future. This is just me doing a submission for the, like, competition that is the Terraria competition? I forget what it was. Anyways, we're doing that. So... Let's see... I'm really not sure how... See, what I'm worried about is... Maybe I won't be able to do the... Yeah, this is gonna be... I can't make it too wide, though, is the thing. Because this has to trim down. So then what I'm worried about is it'll look really weird if it gets really thin. But it has to sort of do this, right? Maybe it won't be so bad. I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna stop second guessing myself. I'm just gonna build. It should look fine, the final product. There's gonna be a little bit tricky in some spots, obviously, but we're gonna make it work. I mean, it's still not my favorite. It's definitely better. And I know I could use Silly Balloon Wall, like, but Silly Balloon Wall tends to have a little bit of a shine to it and doesn't have any texture, which, like, if I do this, I mean, what's preferable, guys? Do you guys prefer this or the? I kind of like the darkness of that a bit more, to be honest. I definitely need to be taller. I 100% agree. I'm just like going through it right now. Hey, right? Orange, it looks like a pumpkin. Thank you. Solar, you got 7,100. That's crazy. That's way too many. It's so wide. I know. It's got to be wide. Guys, pumpkins aren't circles, okay? The pumpkin I'm doing is going to be a little bit more elongated, all right? God. Which one do we prefer? Do we prefer the texture that's here or the texture that's here? I think I like this darker texture. Yeah, I'm going to curve it at the top, Dusty. So, like, I'm going to, as I get up here, I'm going to, like, do, right? Like, I'll probably do something like this. Where I can, at least. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. It's not going to look perfect regardless. It's just... something like that, right? And then on this side, it'll be the same thing. Except that I'll not screw it up by doing it wrong. You know? And this can be like that. You kind of get the idea. Same thing here. This will obviously be taller. Right? Now, this is uneven right now. I appreciate that. I'm going to fix it, but I'm just trying to get like an idea of what I'm going to do. Sorry guys, 1 second again. Sorry, I got like a 1K half. 1K half is yours? What do you mean? So you got half as many as me? Or 1K less? Say, now it looks like it's not done. Relax. We're getting the shape in here. A red side. So see, this is what I was saying. I don't know if making the eyeball mechanical and a back plate mechanical. I'm gonna figure that out, like a targeting system. Again, we're gonna see what happens. All right, just bear with me. All right. So this needs to be one less. Do one more. All right, so it'll match this side. It's gonna have to be a bit taller, I think, either way, but I'm not super worried about that at the moment. I'm just trying to get the shaping down, sort of, you know. I don't know, something like that, I guess. I mean, we could even... No, it looks okay. Listen, it's never gonna be perfect. I gotta do the same thing on the bottom, but I want to extend this a bit. I think it's too short in some spots. Probably all the spots. That's looking a bit better, right? The only thing that's gonna be weird because now this is gonna be so big. Again, I can always take the floor out if I need to underneath. And then we just need a little bit more, I think. Like a steeper drop off here, I think, makes a lot of sense to me. And that'll give us kind of the right shape. Again, the shape is not going to be perfect. I get that. I think as I keep doing this, I'm going to want to make these a bit longer each time. So that's what it is, but hey, whatever. Shoujo, not really 3D, but just like give it a little bit of, a little bit more of like body to it, right? Because if you just make it flat, it's going to look kind of boring, which I'm trying to avoid boring. We're trying to win a contest here, right? We're trying to be tip top, all right? Tip top. That's probably too long. Now the question is, do we do one more layer? Oh, what a foe. What's going on, man? It is the Terraria Discord server. There's a Terraria official contest. See, now that just looks like a football because this is not long enough. So maybe what I'll do is I'll actually make this 3 layers, and I'll just do one layer that's... That is tricky. I know this has to be taller, but if it gets too tall, it's gonna be so massive. It's like... doesn't really change the proportions that much, you know? Okay, well. Let's get rid of that for now. Wait, is this? Oh, that's too far. I was like, why does that seem so... I mean, that gives me enough room for a mouth and an eye, which is really all I want. The only thing is, like, the shape is still was going to be a little bit awkward. The alternative is I could get rid of this and just make this the rounded bit. I think that might be the solution, because I don't really see it otherwise. And again, the mouth is going to be here anyways, so... and it will look a little better once we obviously fill this in. I think I'm going to stick with the pumpkin texture for the background, though. It's a little bit darker, and I think I like it a little bit more. It's not my favorite. This is trickier than I was hoping it would be. Again, in part because of the way I'm making this, obviously, but... I think this will ultimately look okay. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Actually, this might be a good place for this. Because that is a bit more rounded. So that feels a little bit more connected. Right? And then... oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong parts. We're gonna do the same on the bottom, I think, right? Oh, man. I think you can submit them anytime between, like, now and, like, November 5th or something. So you have time. If you guys want to do a build, I mean, fuck, man, get in on it, you know? So what's weird about this is too short. So then this means that's too short, because that has to be one more than this, and that has to be lined up with that, so that was a mistake. And then, all right, that goes there, that goes there. Getting yelled at. All right. What time is it playing? What channel? What do you mean, what channel? So sorry, Rycor, this is an official Terraria the Discord thing. I don't know how to describe it. This still isn't the right shape. Something's off. I think this is off. Actually, this might have to be shorter then. Yeah, I think this needs to be like this. And then I'll just do like that, I guess. So we'll do that, and then we'll do this. Same thing. It's not perfect, but it's a little weird that I don't have that here as well. I almost feel like this needs to be here. And then this would be one higher. But that kind of, again, gives it that kind of football-y shape, so maybe not. Maybe this is just like this. I don't think that actually looks that bad. Again, it could be a little bit better. But again, we're just going to keep working the shape here. It's going to be a little bit tricky. But once I get this, I feel a lot better just if I have to break little aspects of the build. It's not like that big a deal to me. I can kind of make it work. It's fine. I make up home and forgot where to put it. I don't know. I think the balloon is way better than the pumpkin, which is kind of crazy, right? I think it's just because it's rounded. It looks, to me at least, it looks a bit better. Again, everyone's different. The only challenge we're gonna have is the mouth here, because At this stage, this doesn't... If you're looking at it from the side, it's a little strange. Like, there should be a different feel to it, but it's fine. I'm just doing this for symmetry, and because if not, I'll spend 8 million years trying to figure this out. And it won't even look any better, so it's like, you know, who gives a shit? Oops, that's wrong. Yeah, that goes there, and then this will come down like that. Oops. Okay, so that's... I think that's the shape we're gonna go with. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it does give us a chance to, like, try to figure out the eyeball, which will be, like, probably somewhere here. I like the shape of the eyeball I had before. I'm not gonna be able to duplicate it now that I've made another one, but it's fine. We'll try our best. It's gonna probably look like ass, but whatever. We'll figure out how to make an eyeball. Eventually. I gotta make it look a little bit more evil? Why does this look so bad? Okay, that looks better already. I think we just need to reshape the front. Okay, that's not so bad, right? And then we'll figure out the walls and stuff after. It's not a big deal. Then here, the mouth is the part I gotta rethink, because I don't mind a big open mouth. I mean, what we could do is just do a mouth that's, like, actually open. Like, there's just top teeth and there's, like, a big tongue hanging out. I don't know. Did you know there is a Terraria clicker on... Wait, what? Really? Oh, Shoujo, so it is currently 6:30 p.m. here, because I'm in Canada, so it's a bit different time. The other thing here is we got to put the little top knot root thing, whatever that's called, right? So we got to do... And this is the other thing. I could put that into this. That's already a bit too big, but that's okay. We'll see what this looks like. I'd like this to be a little bit taller, and I'll shape it up a bit. Yeah, that's too chunky. And actually, I want this to... Dude, why is my mouse doing these weird things today? It's not the time for this. I need you to be consistent, amazing, good. You know? This is like just jamming itself up for some reason. It's very annoying. That's actually okay. I mean, I could do a bigger thing. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to feel a little odd in some spots. Now, the only thing is this eyeball is probably a bit too big for my purposes, because the mouth is not going to have a ton of room here. But I could switch up how I do the mouth. I gotta go. No worries, Brightcore. Appreciate you coming in, dude. Seriously. Swirl in the root. Yeah, you could do a swirl. I don't know if that's necessary. I mean, a lot of this stuff, honestly, just placeholders. So I could, because I'll do, like, green, right? So we'll do, like, deep green. I'm gonna throw my mouse out the fucking window if it keeps doing this. Alright. And this isn't permanent. I think we'll change some of the stuff, but just to kind of get an idea. And then... Okay, sorry guys. I gotta figure out what's going on with this mouse. There's no dirt on it, and it shouldn't have any issues. For whatever reason, it's being a bit of a jerk, but hey. Corrupted... This needs a bit more texture. The other problem is it doesn't connect into this, which sort of sucks. But this will give you an idea. I think we'll have to fix this. Probably have to fix that, yeah. Ah, man, this is tricky. This also helps a little bit, fills it in a bit more. Again, it's not perfect, and you're gonna have these weird shapes, but that's okay. Use cactus at the top part. Ooh, cactus? I didn't even think of that. I can maybe can I blend it with it? I wonder. Oh, it doesn't blend though. Yeah, I wish I didn't have this separation, honestly, but that's okay. Making a super logo? No. Try to blow in your mouth. It's not that. It's wire. It should be fine. It's like it's getting sticky for some reason. I'm like, there's nothing on my mat. There's nothing in the way. It's like flicking around for no reason. It's really weird. Can you please try to make a swirl? Again, guys, this is just a placeholder. I'm not keeping that. I can make a swirl. This needs to be like, I think it has to be taller and a little bit different. I'm just trying to figure out like where everything's going. Because like for here, my concern is the mouth now maybe doesn't make sense. Right, because if I do this, there's a couple ways I can do this, actually. I'm very curious to see what works better. So I can do this two ways, guys. I actually kind of think a better idea here would be do the bone, right? Push this out. You know, Terraria building is always trial and error. It's very much trial and error, yeah. Triangles do work well for teeth, this is correct. But what I'm thinking is, what if we do teeth only on the top? Right? And then the bottom, it's like open, and there's just a big old tongue hanging out. So, because I could do this. And again, I know this doesn't look great right now, but like, you'll get the gist of it. Let me get rid of these walls here, so we can actually see the mouth correctly. Right? So if you do something like this, and then I'm like, oh, okay, like sharp, pointy teeth or whatever. Whatever this ends up looking like, it doesn't really matter. This is more a shape thing. Right, because I can't do that if I go on that angle. Like, this has to continue forward. So the alternative is, what if I just get rid of that? Right? This only goes to here. And there's just a big old tongue hanging out. Let's pretend the tongue is this. Right? I don't know how I can make it look more interesting, but... Right? Would that work? Would that make more sense? Or do I want to do just the mouth? I like the idea of the no jaw. I don't know why, I just think it would look kind of cool. Or at least, it would be different, you know? And this could almost be like a little snake tongue. I know it looks kind of stupid right now, but you'll get the, you know, kind of round it out. It might look a little bit redder. And I can always replace these blocks. Alright? And here we'll just do like green painted, whatever, wall. And do some different walls in here just to give it some different colors and textures. This will all be red, by the way, but like, does that make sense? I kind of like this more because I think it's so different. I know everyone's going to have a different opinion, so I'm asking, but I'm like, it's kind of to see what looks half decent, I guess. I almost feel like this should be more solid than it is, but actually, I could do that, couldn't I? I could make this. I'm not going to paint this for now, but I wonder what this will look like. We know this is going to be angled up. What if I do that? That will feel a little bit more solid, won't it? Right? That I feel like that would make more sense. I mean, I can take a different piece of the wall out. Yeah, no, maybe. Hey, Strange Man, what's going on, dude? Welcome on in. Strange Man, if you're here for the first time, I know I don't ever stream on YouTube. I am finally able to multi-stream, so I got the setup going and everything. And yeah, it's working. And apologies, guys, my music just stopped. There we go. So this is what we're doing. But Strange Man, welcome in. Yeah, you'll be seeing me on YouTube streaming, I think, a little bit more consistently if I can keep doing multi-streams. So that's what we're going to work with. Dusty, it will get in the way when I add the legs. That is correct, but I'm okay with that. I can always change this out. I just think as a look goes, I think this is more interesting to me. It's so easy to just do, like, the mouth thing, right? I think. Now, granted, I still need, like, bone wall background, maybe. And again, I'll change all the colors here, guys. Where is this it? Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep this, but like I'll probably add some steel here too. I'm gonna do different things. But I think like in general, this is kind of like what we're trying to say is like what makes sense here, right? Again, this can always be bigger and more epic or whatever, but this doesn't quite feel like a gum line to me. It needs to be a bit, this has to be a bit more dense. But I like how broken it looks, like it's all messed up. Right? I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. It's very different. Which is kind of what I'm going for. I don't want this to just be like, oh, obviously it's just a pumpkin. Like, I'm like, yeah, obviously. And the other thing I was going to do back here was put like a plate, like this, not that I had surgery, but like there'll be like a mechanical part here. You know? I don't know, something like that. And then we'll just, for now, we'll just do this. But it kind of, I don't know, it just kind of gives it a different look. And we'll work in some texture and stuff later, but I don't know. I just wanted to feel a little bit more interesting than what it is. And we can put some other little devices and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, Vinny, I'm probably going to use flesh block for this. I just don't know if I'm probably going to make it red. This is just, again, this is a placeholder. I am not worried about the actual shape here. This is more really about making this look like it's connected. Now, the next thing I want to do is have all this down here. Because what we're going to do on the bottom is have like a layer of this metal to make it look like it's connected. Something like this. It's not going to be perfect, but you kind of get the idea. I'd love to have this actually kind of connect in. It's maybe a little bit trickier. Almost like a little collar, you know? Actually, this can go all the way up, because this is fine if it touches there. And the question is, do we want to put something underneath, like here? That's probably a bit better. And then again, we'll work all this stuff after. I'm not too worried. It's really just about like, we're just trying to get like the overall shape here, and then we'll kind of quote unquote work everything in. Nope. Yeah, and then this way we can. Hopefully this kind of looks like a big metal collar. This is what the rest of the stuff is going to be attached to, right? So we're going to have to. I think we'll be able to get this to work. Again, we'll probably paint this, But then this is where now we're gonna have like a mechanical body of some kind that connects in. So the only thing is I kind of want to see if I should extend this like past this. All right. And then have the leg or sort of this thing kind of continue. I think that could work. It's not gonna be perfect, but you kind of get a sense for it, right? I think. I'm gonna go watch some YouTube because I don't know what to do. Hey, that's okay, Shoujo. Listen, we're gonna be here building. If you want to come back and hang out, you're welcome to. If it's not for you, don't worry. We are just doing the contest, and I think it's gonna end up looking half decent, I hope. Or it won't, we'll see. This brain thing, plate thing, maybe needs a bit of work too, but this is just an idea. Again, we may not finish the build today, guys. This is really just me testing the shapes and the design, and I think we'll eventually get it kind of right, hopefully. I say with tremendous confidence. We're also gonna probably put some cog and some other stuff in here too, but like I'll get all that detail work after. I do like the idea of this, so I think maybe we'll do that. That way the mouth isn't really interrupted there. I think that sort of works. It's kind of hard to tell. Hey Jerry, what's going on? Hey guys, if you gotta go to sleep, if you gotta go do stuff, please go do that. You don't need to hang out here just for me, all right? I appreciate you guys have other things that you could be doing, and I encourage you to do them. I'm just a guy building, all right? I appreciate everyone that popped in, though. Seriously. Okay, I mean, I don't hate it. Could be a little more interesting. Like, I think the shape sort of sucks. I think if I did something like this, that might make a little more sense. And then I can, I don't know. I can feel like it's wrapped into this somehow. Actually, I should probably... What if I... Yeah, we definitely want some sort of shape going on here. I'm just not sure what shape. But it needs something. That ain't it. That is not it. I think if I add like, actually let's deepen this and maybe give it like alright. As we add the mechanical bits, we give it paint, I think it'll look a little bit like it'll look a little bit better, but like this mechanical thing to me is really what I'm interested in to see if I can get it to work. Now here's the other thing. Is there a way for me to like if I Alright, what if I, hold on, what if I do that? That's pretty good. I think that eyeball looks pretty good. That's just me. I'm not good at eyeballs, but I think that's pretty good. Now the only challenge is, I don't know how I'm going to keep that circular. I guess it doesn't look terrible if you can see the background, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Right, that's starting to look good. Also, this looks way better. I know it does. It always, guys, it always starts and looks like crap, okay? That's undeniable. It always looks like crap. It just does. And it will always look like crap, okay? So the question now is the legs. How the hell do I want to do the legs? This needs to attach, so I think I actually need another layer here. And I don't know if it's going to be, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. But the legs have to be like really spidery, I guess. Which, the more I think about it, I don't need 6 or 8 legs. 4 is sufficient. I'd like to do... Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll do a couple that are just shadow painted in the background. That'll actually probably look pretty good. Man, this is tricky. So the problem with the shadow painted wall is that will interfere with the roundness. I'm pretty sure. Right, so if I put like a wall... Like, it doesn't matter what wall I put. If I can... Oh, actually, that works... except for this bottom wall, that actually works pretty well. I wonder if there's a way... Can I put that lower, maybe? Ah, it's so frustrating. Oh, hold on. I can fix that. If I just do... Not that. Wait, what? How does that... Sure, I guess. I don't know how that worked, but... Yeah, I'm not worried about the paint right now, guys. I'm gonna get to that. I think the paint will look really cool at the end when we put it all together. All right, that looks pretty good. Hey, Aurelia, what's going on? Oh, Aurelia, you're the one that I commented on recently, right, on YouTube? So just FYI, Aurelia, just completely out of the blue. We're multi-streaming for the very first time, so I stream on YouTube almost never, like almost never. But welcome. Okay, perfect. Guys, if you want to check out another builder on YouTube for Terraria, Aurelia is someone I just happened to come across a build. They were actually building a pumpkin, I'm pretty sure is what I commented on. Mine's gonna be better, okay? Because I'm gonna work harder. I'm kidding. I'm doing this for the contest that's coming up, so I'm gonna try to make something really cool. It's gonna be like a mechanical, spidery head thing. But guys, go check out Aurelia if you're looking for another content creator on YouTube that does Terraria building. There aren't very many of us that do it with any frequency, so please go check them out if you're interested, okay? Anyways, Aurelia, welcome. You're here to catch this wonderful stream of me attempting to build this. It's a bit of a mess right now, but we're just kind of mixing. We're getting the shapes and stuff. We're trying to figure it out. We're not quite there yet, but it's a work in progress, like everything I do. So bear with me, all right? Part of me wants to pull this in a bit more, but we're gonna keep it for now. So I think we do need another layer here. I don't know if it's gonna look good. Oh, I don't know. I can't see who followed me. Who was that? Thank you, whoever followed. I can't see because I'm multi-streaming. It's worse. Right, Solarian? I think it looks a lot better. I hate that. That's okay. That's okay. We'll just. Ugh. Okay, maybe this isn't the solution, but I need a separator because I need like a layer between this so I can then connect this in. So like what I want to do is. Man, I hate that does that. I don't necessarily... Well, I guess I could go another layer down. Nope. Okay, that sort of does what I want. I'm just not sure if I like where this is. Because what I'd like to see is like... see, yeah, this is going to cause problems. Because this needs to be lower, so I gotta either do this, and then it's all gonna connect. Ugh. Yuck. Okay, well, let me go over to Twitch. Oh, you don't have to go to Twitch. I'm sure your pumpkin will turn out super cool. Oh, thank you. Oh, really, listen, there's so few people that build in Terraria to begin with. Like I said, it's always cool to meet new people that do it. You know, maybe you'll learn something from me and vice versa. I'm always learning stuff, so that's part of the fun. Okay, let's fix that. Okay. I mean, I guess this has to look like this anyways, because there's not really an alternative. I need this to like... It has to look kind of like a collar is what I'm going for, so it's like it's connected to this, but it's not quite working. Hey, Cappy, what's going on, man? Yeah, Cappy, I'm multi-streaming, so I'm on both Twitch and on YouTube. So, welcome. Good to see you. It's nice to be able to multi-stream. I'm not gonna lie. I hope if I do it with some consistency, people from the YouTube channel, because I have way more followers on YouTube from the videos, so I'm hoping more people will find us and we'll be able to, I don't know, grow or whatever. Like, you know, hopefully something comes of it. Probably won't, but that's okay. Is that what I want? I kind of like that design a bit more. Sure, whatever. All right, we'll just kind of... Of course, yes, of course. Let me just break my build while I'm at it. Good enough. Okay, so now, the part that's going to be extremely challenging is going to be these legs. Because these have to be... There's two ways to do this. I can either thin this out, so I can do something like where this like drops down like this and gets squared up. Right? So I can do something like this. And then the legs are kind of just like, I don't know, attach this or whatever to like this section. Now, I think that's going to look stupid because it squares it up. So I think what I want to do is I need to find a way to attach the legs individually to some of these spots. I have no idea how much. So I think here's a good place for an attachment for a leg where the mouth is. I think it might look a little confusing, but I gotta think about that. My barfy pumpkin. Hey, you leave my barfy pumpkin alone, right? It's gonna be painted red, I think. Or well, like the tongue and the eyes and stuff. Just, we'll get there. Did you hear? You can. I am multi-streaming. Yeah. You can. You are not allowed to promote that you combine chats, but you can combine chats. Yeah. No, really, multi-streaming is not really hard. Sorry, I didn't see that comment. It's not hard. It's just like the chat's in one spot for me, which I know you're not supposed to promote, but whatever. I have a little thing that lets me do it. It's just really a question of like, it just, you know, it's who comes in from where is really the important thing. And then being able to see that. So, but yeah, I'm not doing that. I've mushed the two chats together, yes. My barfy pumpkin, I can't believe you would say that about my pumpkin. Oh, the wall you use at the bottom of the pumpkin blends with. Yeah, I'm trying my best. Listen, it's going to be interesting because the problem here, the hard part is exactly what I'm going to start working on now. I have an idea for how I want to make the legs. I just got to figure out how I'm going to attach them. So the attachment piece to me, it's like realistically, it's going to be metal. So I need a metal connector, but it needs to be like thin. I want little thin connectors here, or thinner connectors that I can go into these big daddy long leg type things, and that's where I'm not so sure. So I think the connector needs to be like a wall of some kind. So I could do like, I don't know, we'll do like this, and then it would be, I don't know, like that. That's our like connecting point, I guess. And I don't know if this is even big enough. But to do the legs, like typically I would start from the ground up, but because I start with the head, I have to go this way. So this one have to kind of come up on an angle, right? And it doesn't really matter. But so like, this is the leg. This is like the, I don't know, where the one of the joints is going to be. So because I kind of want this to kind of come up. Like my thinking is it comes up, one joint here, comes down, joint here, and then like a joint that comes back in. So it's very like creepy crawly kind of thing. But the problem is that I got to find out how I attach it. So my thinking is if I make this steeper, maybe I can do it. It's just how does this attach that? I don't really know. And I need multiple legs. So maybe let's just start with something like this. No, let's actually really, because the thing is you can only make it so steep anyways. So then we'll do like a little, I don't know, it connects into this. Like this will be like, I'm gonna make this look nicer obviously, but like, right? So I'm thinking like that's a joint. Then this comes like this. Come on, like whatever this is gonna look like. Then there's another, I guess it'll be another joint here maybe, right? And then this would be like, well, it depends where the leg position is, I guess. But then this would like kind of, right? I know this looks like shit, guys, but just bear with me, right? Then it's like, okay, one spider leg. And then there'll be another one that's behind it that's like even bigger. And then they'll be like, you know what I mean? So the problem is I gotta make them look good. And on top of that, I could do some like cool shaping where like this is like, I don't know, this is like a bit thicker and has like some angular bits or whatever. I'm just not 100% sure how that's gonna like look. I don't know. Anyways, this is sort of the idea. So to do that though, a couple things need to happen. One, I gotta have a shape that makes sense. So, now by the way, I have the world with all the epic builds ready. Ooh. Next time you stream the worlds. Oh, dude, yeah, no, well, listen, Sloren, I kind of picked them at random, but yeah, listen, I know your world's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited to like show those off. I gotta get to that stage where I'm able to show them off. So I think this is the right idea. Now we just gotta figure out the design of the leg. Because I wanna make the legs look pretty intricate. Oh, you know what's gonna suck though? I'm gonna have to make multiple of these. Who knows how to do T-edit? Who knows how to do T-edit? I mean, another way to do this, like I said, is to have individual connectors, is have that blocky bit, I guess. But I like this idea better. Well, Aurelia, so Solarion, and we have a couple people here that are really good builders, like Solarion, Speakeasy, there's another guy that came in as a really good builder. Dark Artist is really good. A lot of them do use T-Edit really well. I don't. All my builds that you see on my channel are all vanilla. I don't do any mods or anything. So, because my thinking with the channel is more about being like, hey, here's some stuff that you can build without having like 100 mods or needing like 10 other programs. And like, you have to actually have a pretty good skill set in T-Edit to like make the most of it. Like there's like sprite trimming and cutting or whatever. There's all kinds of stuff. So the hope is people will find it like useful and that they'll be able to do stuff with it. So anyways, so I gotta look at a design. So I had an idea for how I wanted to do this. I think this will actually be where the initial, shit, the problem is if I do that, let me make this too big. Because I want to make my usual gearbox thing, but I think if I do this, it's going to be too big. So normally I do something this size, but I'm not sure I can shrink this down more. And this joint is going to look too bulky, I think. Well, however, though, if I do it bigger here, that gives me more leeway at the top, right? To make the legs look like legs. Just bear with me. Okay, well, what if I screw it up? Because, I mean, I don't know what these are going to be made of necessarily, but I'm going to try to... So this will be... I almost wish I'd done this a bit further back, but that's okay. I think this is gonna not make... This isn't gonna work. Oh yeah, MacFeet. Sorry, that was another one too. Yeah, MacFeet's really good as well. Although we highlighted his first world and there wasn't a whole lot there, so if you guys didn't see the video on it, I kind of made fun of him a bit, but he has some really dope worlds as well. So hopefully we'll be able to show those off at some point. So I'm thinking this has to connect into another... See, the problem is this is going to give me headaches because like what I usually like to do here, right, is I like to take junction boxes and go like this, get rid of that. I'll kind of smush these into place. Oops, oops, there we go. And then the middle, I'll do platinum, I think, right? Yes. Oh, and sorry, I gotta. The problem is these end up being, I think, too big. And you'll see that in a second here because... So now I need something there. I'll probably just put like a little platform or something. Right? And I like the thinness of the leg. I just don't know if it necessarily makes the most sense. But so this is kind of how I do this. I think it's this. I made these the other day. I should remember how to do this. What is your favorite block? Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's hard to say because like I don't. It kind of it's like my favorite block's whatever I'm using, whatever I need that day. You know, one that I use a lot that I like. I do like. I like Ebonstone. Okay, obviously. I really like the plating block. Like I like copper plating, and I probably also like slab, the accent slab. I like the way that one looks. But I couldn't tell you just one, because it's all situational, you know? And everyone's a bit different, obviously, so there's that too. But, yeah, that's a good question, though. One I don't have the answer to. So this will be my gear, right? And that looks pretty good, I think. And then it's just really a question of... obviously connecting this in and making it look good, but I promise I can't repeat that same sized gear up here because it'll look weird. So I have to find a smaller version, I guess, somewhere like. And I still want this to kind of come out and then come back in. And it's gonna have to have like a weird curved look to it. This is gonna be a really interesting challenge because like the problem is once I make one of these, I gotta make like 6 more. I've been so you're like, I like that answer. I just like the way that look. I've been honest with Cobalt. I don't actually build with Cobalt a lot. It doesn't though. I like the Cobalt wall for certain things, but Cobalt the block I don't use very often. Although it does have its use. I mean, again, like it's like sometimes you just get like married to a certain block where you really are enjoying like the way it looks and stuff. I think that's pretty normal actually, because you discover it, you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. Dynasty, Dynasty I used to like. I don't like it as much anymore. Spooky I like, Pearlwood I've never liked, especially Pearlwood Wall. I just don't like that, like the way it looks. But again, in certain circumstances, it looks great. Palladium, same thing. I use Palladium a lot. I'm not like in love with it, but it looks pretty goddamn good. All right, it looks pretty goddamn good in some spots. So here I'm gonna make another mini version of this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make a mini version of this gearbox. I think I literally have to just do. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be really interesting because I can't make this look circular. So I had to do something like this, I guess. But I don't think that's gonna look as good, but there's no other way to make a small... Yeah. I don't think I have a choice, to be honest. I think this is what I'm just gonna have to deal with this and make this what it is. Not many options. And we'll just change the way we do the gears on the outside, I guess. It won't look bad, I just don't think it'll look as good. Which, you know, whatever. And here I'm gonna have to figure out if I do walls or something. I'll figure out the attachments later. Right now I'm just really focused on... Oh, actually here, maybe it doesn't make sense to... I actually kind of like that. It looks more like rivets and bolts. I think that looks better, actually. This one we can keep the way it is. And honestly, maybe I don't fill this in. I'll keep that empty, actually, so we can kind of see through it. That'll look more gear-like. You like Pearlwood to build with? I mean, so Pearlwood fence, actually, I do like. I like, though, like, there's an element to it I like. Ashwood I don't use as much as I should. But it's a nice addition. I just wish they kept adding blocks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's all I really want. I just want more blocks. So this is where this is gonna get interesting, because now this needs to really come out a long way. And the problem is I almost want to angle this more on a slope, I think. Because if I do, yeah, I have to change that. So this is where it gets tricky, because like, if I'm gonna keep it that thick block the way I'm doing here, I'm gonna have to just change the angle. Because once you thin this out, right, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna look better and more metallic here. Granted, I'm probably gonna add some sort of something here, maybe some platforms and like a suspension system, just something at the joint maybe even, to make this look better. But this is essentially what we'll be doing. Yeah, see, like that's too skinny looking, which isn't too bad, but we can fix that once we get some blocks and stuff in. Right, and then here, it's gonna be the same thing, but the difference is, I'm gonna have to drop this down at some point. I just don't know when. Douche, this is, I wish I'd stop screwing this up. That would also help. So if we just go to here, and then we just start kind of coming down on it, I guess. It's gonna look a little strange, but we don't really have much of a choice because I gotta make this look sort of like it belongs. And then if that goes to there, then oh dang it! Do I want another smaller one even? Oh god. I'm just making this harder on myself. Oh man, this is... Yeah. No, but Aurelia, I agree. I mean, a lot of blocks would be nice for a number of reasons. One of them just being like, just options. The thing is, when you, like, let's say tomorrow they dump like 100 blocks on you. It'd be great, but it'd be overwhelming. Like, there's already so many blocks, so you're like, oh my god, like, what do I do with them? Like, if you're a consistent builder, obviously you're going to get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, like, I know how I want to use this, and here's the application for it. But I don't necessarily think that's for everyone, right? And I think that's one of the things that makes it a little bit, perhaps more challenging, I guess. But that's okay. I actually think this could come down more on a slope here. Oh, we'll get to that later. Let's not get distracted. So this, does this make sense now? I mean, I guess also the other thing to think about is some of these could be, yeah, some of these could be like in the air, right? Because it could be moving. Because this I feel like if it's long enough, could just kind of come down. And again, I don't mind that these are skinny. I like the idea. It feels more creepy to me. That it's like walking on these like weird thin little legs. Part of me wants to curl this in at the end. Or this like actually kind of goes like this. Right? You can kind of see that, right? Looks a little creepy. But part of me also wants to... Yeah, what I want here is like an some sort of attachment. That gives us like a spiky look. I don't know if this makes sense, but you'll kind of see what I'm going for in a second. I just don't know if I want to make it out of the same piece. Right? Something like that. And I know this gets thin here, but that's okay. Well, right? Like that's now again, this is going to have a bit more thickness here. This is obviously looking a little bit thin, but you kind of get what we're going for. And the thing I could do is I could actually do something like that. Again, this gives it a different shape. Because then when we do this, it looks a bit better. The sun is falling and the sky is orange? What do you mean? I think it looks pretty creepy. Yeah, definitely building is not for everyone. Like, granted, like, I think what's cool is, like, as you do it more, let's say, you'll probably find more people that are interested in it. So, I think this, like, needs to be a bit thicker, but I think what we'll do is we're going to give it, like, some weirdness here. But how? Second I do this, I'm going to get that weird shape back. That's okay. I think we kind of have to do this. I could also do platforms. I'm just not sure. Probably steampunk, because those are kind of like a cool, thin, weird shape to them. Where are you? There you are. I paint, again, none of this is painted also, guys, so obviously it'll look a little bit better once it's painted. This usually has a kind of a stringy look to it that I like. I'm just not sure if I need it to be, like, all up here. Also, I feel like the leg needs a bit more detail. Like, I need to... It's almost like this needs to be attached. Or, like, digging into this somehow. What if we do something like this? Oh, crap. Not there. Not on the curve, though. Well, I guess we could just... just little... Like, it's these little touches that will eventually make this look a lot more interesting, in my opinion. We just gotta get to the stage where it actually looks good, which isn't always easy. Something even that simple, I think that adds a lot. Like, it doesn't look like much, but, you know, obviously this also needs to be pointy. pointiness is key, right? Like it makes no sense that it's actually on that. That's what makes it kind of creepy, to be honest. And then this, I want to find a way to, like, I feel like it's a joint, right? So like this not being connected to me doesn't make a lot of sense. It's almost like this should be like that. And then we'd have like, I don't know, like some sort of attachment. Maybe I could do like a streamer or something. So Lauren, I'm gonna probably ask you if you can like T-edit these legs after for me. I don't like the double. I think it needs to be single. Because I'm gonna make like 5 of these and they're gonna look like shit, so. I don't hate that. I think maybe I could do more of this here. It looks a little strange, but we'll be able to maybe do stuff like that. And then here, what can I, oh, you know what I'm gonna put instead? Oh, I know what I'm gonna put instead. What if I do this? Let's get great. Because great has a bit more of a texture. The only thing is if we hammer it down, does it look better like that? I know it's not painted, so it does look weird. I kind of like that a bit more. And then what we can do is, I'm gonna get like a fence. I'm gonna get like, probably wrought fence. I mean, I don't think ash would look bad if we paint it, but I'm not painting it right now, so. It looks better. I actually think the fence, yeah, the iron fence thing is gonna look a bit better. Obviously this looks very strange right now because it's not painted, and I think this needs another. That's pretty good. Really wish I could connect it up a bit fire there, but. Or maybe I could use a different. Yeah, that's kind of, this single piece makes it look weird. I wish I could get another piece up here somehow that like actually goes behind the wall. But that'll do, that's fine, whatever. That's fine. So that looks a little bit better to me. I think we could probably add a bit more stuff here. Like this probably could be a little thicker. We could do this on the outside maybe. Or maybe we'll just do, actually, let's just do, ooh, I have an idea. Let's do, where the hell is this? So what we'll do is we'll just try this instead. I think this will look good because we need a little bit of a design element. Right? That's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty good for a weird, creepy spider leg, right? So the problem I'm gonna have though is now I need to do this like one behind here that then crosses here and goes like here. Oh god. I made so much work for myself. Why did I do this? Oh god damn it. Alright, well, go figure, right? Imagine that, me overdoing it on a build that I don't even know what I'm making. I think this is pretty good though. I also don't hate this. The only thing is how do I replicate this everywhere? So really, if you like mechanical builds, listen, I'm not the best at them by any stretch. I'm actually doing, well, I have a couple on the channel. I actually made some spaceships that look really good, I think, a personal opinion, but everyone's different, right? Like, I think the problem is also if you see a mechanical build, you're, oh, that's so good, I'll never be able to make that, right? But then if you actually like kind of get into it, you're like, oh, it's not so bad, right? Like everything has that sort of tinge of like, you got to just practice a bit. I don't think that looks bad at all. My issue right now is I don't really want a leg in the way here, but I might have to have one. Definitely gonna have one over here. This is where Tia would be great. I just go like this, copy paste that and go flip it and go bloop, put it over here. Oh man. I also want to paint some stuff so I get a better idea. Yeah, so exactly. I'm going to do a darker leg in the back. I'll probably do an actuated leg behind it. And then I'll probably do a shadow painted one behind that. Like, the problem is if I do one here, yes, I can do one. I could, like, get this in here and have a leg that kind of comes up. The thing is, I'd be destroying the build, and I think the issue is, like, visually it's going to look really weird. But maybe it's not a bad idea. But it's like the only way that would make sense if it's like you're looking smack dab on the side, so it would look like you're looking at it like right on from the side. Sorry, smack my camera. But that perspective thing is what I struggle with, in part because I don't want to, like, yes, I should have something here, absolutely, but it would be higher than this one, and it would be really in the way. So I think it's better to maybe find a way to maybe make one that, like, I don't know, crosses behind it or something. But then this space will be really empty. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna go pee. You guys think about that, and I'll get back to you. What are the thoughts? Anyone come up with any good ideas? No, right? Of course not. Of course not. All right. So the next thing is the next leg has to be somewhere that goes like behind, right? So I'll use a different block and then I'll probably have to actuate it. Magical front leg? What does that even mean? They're invincible. It's just a single-legged pumpkin head. That's it. That's the build, guys. We're done. So it looks great. Yeah, it's not connected. Just fell over. The pumpkin's actually falling over to its death. It's unfortunate, but it happens. I feel like you know what? I feel like we do need another, like, spiky bit up here. Like, right? Might be a bit much, but... I don't know, there's just something about that I think looks better. I could do one here, too. That might be a bit much, though. I just don't like flat areas on a design like this, because I think, like... I kind of like the thorniness of it. It doesn't need to be up here, I think, because it's like, you know, it's where this is like the smushing legs. This is what will kill you, and that obviously. I do like our eyeball. I gotta paint all this. I actually don't hate this. The more I look at this, I don't mind it being kind of weird and grown in. It probably needs a little bit more touching up or whatever, but it's not too bad. This obviously needs to be painted. That's the other thing. What color am I going to do this? Is the bottom just going to be all gray, I guess? Probably, right? Because I want the pumpkin to pop a bit more. So, like, this needs to be painted. This might be black. Like, black and gray, right? I mean, we could have wires here that are maybe... I don't know, connected. I really wish I had something to... I don't know, connect this a bit better. I feel like I need like something that connects this, but I also don't want to overdo it. Has someone built something like this before? I feel like someone's probably built this already in Terraria. I just thought this was a cool idea. You guys know Toy Story? That one, like, the one toy that's like, Sid has like a little baby head on it, but it's got like mechanical, like, connects legs. That's what I was thinking of when I was doing this. Conveyor belts? I could do conveyor belts. Conveyor belts in this wouldn't be bad. I was thinking that, like, you could put them around stuff. For now, it's not too big a deal. But yeah, we could have some spinning gears and stuff. That's fair. So far, so good. What I worry about is these legs, because, like, I'm gonna do another gear. Maybe what I'll do is, maybe it depends where I put these gears. The other thing is, I could have a gear, like, another thing coming out of this, maybe, that's... I feel like this one, though, has to reach further. So it looks like it's moving. Okay, so spiderweb... like all the little details, like I'm gonna do like landscape, that's all gonna come, right? For now, I'm just really trying to think like how I'm gonna create the thing. Because if I can get the legs done, if I can get 3 legs done, I'll probably... Actually, Solarin, how long would it take you to like take the legs I make and flip them to the other side? Would that be like easy, or would that be a pain in the ass for you? Like, was that like 10 minutes, or is that like 10 hours? So I do remember that hamburger mech. I think that was Terra Monolith, actually. That's not what I was thinking of, because isn't that one like a tank thing? But this is, yeah, I mean, I guess this is kind of like an offshoot of it, I suppose. I thought this was an original idea, but it'd be like 4 seconds of effort. Yeah, oh, so Aurelia, Terraria. Terra Monolith, I can't talk, has been here before. He's actually someone I actually have him. He's my unofficial promoter on Reddit. I always bug him, but he's been here. He's actually built in one of our worlds before. He's a good builder. He has a really unique style, and he's really creative too, I think. So, okay, so Lauren, so if I build 3 legs, the only problem though is how would you connect them to the right spot? Oh man. It would save me a lot of time, in fairness. Yeah, Terra Monolith, yeah. He's a good builder. He's a really good builder. So I'm gonna build one back here. I think. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. So this will be like... Because the problem is that you're not gonna see the entire gear. So this is where this gets a little bit weird. But that's okay. Because this part is like that. Oh. Yeah, this part's fine. But this has to be like in the background. Which kind of sucks because it's going to look like shit, but that's okay. You get the gist of it. Alright. That's kind of the end goal here, is just that people kind of understand what we're going for. That's really all we can ask. And then we'll do the same old same. You won't be able to see the other things though, unfortunately. So that does make it a little bit awkward, but the hell with it. It's fine. It's not gonna be perfect. And then we'll do the corners. It'll work. Because the thing is here is now you don't need to see this next one. You just gotta see that the leg is like way out. And I think it could just be almost straight, honestly. The only thing is I think I have to actuate all that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So Terra, Solarin, do you think it makes more sense, because you're better at this. So this one will be in the front. This one can be actuated, right? This gear and this leg. And then the next one will be shadow painted. I think we can just go with 6 legs. I don't think we need 8, so I think it's fine. That's a name I haven't heard. Yeah, you said that last time, Solarin. He was in our world not long ago. He's on and off on Reddit. I don't know if he posts all the time. He's a great builder. I love his style. He's got a really unique, like, way of putting it together. So, I learned so much from him. Yeah, well, Aurelia, we have like Solarion's really good at 3D builds. We have Speakeasy, who I don't know if you saw the Transmutation World. Him and Cryptic were the guys that like fostered that whole thing, and he's a guy who was just here a while ago, actually, just today. He's a really good builder. He doesn't build with us because he's a loser, but you know, whatever, you know.